So much, thank you so much. Mr. Jones, okay, let's have you first if possible. How are you doing today? Over to you, please.
I appreciate this and I appreciate all the listeners. I'm just wondering if the Labour Party chairman is on the space. My big question is this. I'm originally from Imo State, granted I'm in diaspora. And having watched Kokos Odema in National Assembly and State Assembly elections, where all 27 local governments returned APC for House of Assembly. I mean, anybody who knows democracy will know that is not a possibility in a democracy. So, how does the Labour Party want to fight Kokos Odema in Imo State for governorship election, where he is a candidate? How are we going to do it?
All right. Nice question. I think you'll be jotting that down. But before then, I think let us have him start. Please. Please, our national chairman, Mr. Julius Abure, are you there, sir? Julius Abure, sir. Sorry, are you there, sir? Hello, sir. Are you there? Like they're having network issues. So, please, our national chairman, please, Mr. Julius Abure, are you there, sir? Okay, I think that's trying to connect the mic or something. Okay, Jones, I'm also from Imo State, and to be sincere, I am also having concerns because what happened in Imo State, it's like I don't just know where in the world it also happened. Even it also happened in Edo State last week or last 2 weeks. I stand to be corrected. Where PDP won all the seats from the House of Rep. Local government election. So I can't really tell what is going on, but I hope they always look for a solution to see how we can go about it. Because if we should continue this way, then they are doing no justice to our democracy. To be sincere. Hello, Mr. David. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I'm only up for questions. I haven't contributed per se. I've been eager to ask the Labour Party chairman a number of questions, especially about the Nigerian Parliament. But I would wait to hear him speak. If you don't mind. Okay. I'll just reserve these questions. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you so much. It's a Parliament, right? So what was your question again? So please, because I would take notes once you come. Okay. Anyway, you're still very here for now. Please. Okay, Obinna, over to you, please. Let us hear from you quickly, if possible.
Okay. Thank you for this opportunity. Just quick one. If party chairman is listening, I want to ask if these have been the appeal we have been making the obedience online. If you can be able to speak with the Ahmed Dati, if he can actually activate his Twitter account, it's very necessary. This is after the election; he has not been online, and also Labour Party chairman. We also need his presence on Twitter. If you notice, P2B have been kind of been carrying everybody in shoulder to shoulder on Twitter. We need them also to be very active. Please, that's what I want to ask. If apart from any other thing, this is my question. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. They are still trying they're having a bit of network issue or Twitter glitch actually. I don't know what Twitter is doing, but it's really okay. Sorry, I don't know. Twitter is having some kind of glitch, so they can hear me, but they can't access. They don't have access to the something. So, but just try to rectify it. Just give me a minute, please, if possible. Okay. Shego, how are you doing today? Hope you're good. Shego, do you have any questions so far? So I won't start taking note of.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. My question is, I know that for some time now they've been talking about having a national conference again, maybe to elect new people and do a national convention. but I don't know what it was causing the delay, because I found out that the reason the other fraction or whatever they call themselves are still having this bit of thing to say is because the the national chairman, we don't, it's like we don't have, there's no the consensus on what's the way forward for the party, and so I just wanted to find out what's causing the delay for the convention, and even if they are going to be won, when will it be and everything. So that's what. So if I'm dropped off, please kindly assist. Just asking about the convention, whoever is in charge, and so that we can have an idea of what is going on, what's the way forward. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. I don't know if you're really having like a serious Twitter glitch from their own end. I don't know what is going on, but okay, I'm taking note of all your questions for now. So please, if you're questioning the mic, please make sure you have a submission to give or a question to ask, please, because we still have those joined like the question mic, please. Thank you so much. Okay, let us hear from Mr. Taiwo, please. How are you doing today? Evening to you, sir, from my own end.
Yeah, good evening, and thanks for hosting this very much needed space. I greet Jamie, I greet everybody in the house. I raised my hand because my question ties directly with the last question asked by Mr. David, and it is about the administration of the party. We all know that a lot of Labour Party enjoyed an influx of interest over the last election, and some of us who participated actively on the ground level, on the grassroots towards in the run up to the election, saw the level of presence, let me use that word, of Labour Party at the grassroots. Of course, the two big parties, they are in every nook and cranny. They have their party offices, even in the remotest of areas. Even though they may not hold meetings there until when elections are some days away. But I was expecting that before we even get to national convention, efforts will be made to, set up or reinforce the presence of Labour Party across all the 8,600 and something wards in the country, across the local governments, so that we can consolidate while we are waiting for the reclamation of our stolen mandate. We can continue to build the party that will form an alternative for the parties that have been mismanaging our country before. And I would expect that this will be done speedily before because as time passes, a lot of people relocate, a lot of so I was expecting, I think it's only Lagos under the chairmanship of Mrs. Ekong that I've seen, to my knowledge, doing something similar to that. We also, when they inaugurated the local government chairman the other day, the national chairman was present, our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, was there, among others. And it was a beautiful event. I would have expected that we would start to see similar, especially in states like Edo, Bayelsa, Kogi, where off-season elections are about to take place. And if these states already have existing structures, we'll see them doing activities being displayed on the party social media handles, so that Nigerians and the well-wishers of Labour Party can know and see that the party is really functioning. We all see APC and PDP, and even to an extent some of these other mushroom parties, when they do activities and hold meetings at different levels. So my question to the chairman is, or my inquiry is, why are we not seeing similar with Labour Party, and if we should expect to see such anytime soon? That's one of my questions. Others can come later. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your question. Nice question. Also interesting one, because we need more of this social media presence, to be sincere. Thank you so much. Please, guys, he was here, but having network issues. I think they're trying to rectify the issue, then they will join us again. So, thank you so much, guys. Okay, let us hear from Papi Chulo. Hi, how are you doing today? Good evening to you.
Good evening. Good evening, Jimmy. Good evening, everyone. Jimmy, I want to especially thank you for what you've been doing. Omoya, God bless you. Nama you be. Anomi. Yes, I would like to ask the Honorable Chairman how to go about how to secure the people's votes, in Imo State, because it's very important. We are not dealing with we are not dealing with ordinary men, as to say. What are the ways? How can we do this? Now this is a state. If we can actually put the weight in federal, we can actually do this in states even more better. Please, we need to. It is very important. That state needs to be obedient. That state needs to be Labour Party. Please, we need a strategy. And if it can be said back door, I'll be happy. Thank you very much, because I would like to, go back to the listener. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Imperfect.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyone has a question again, please? Any further questions for now? I don't know. Let us have like 2 more questions, then let's see how we can go from there. Please, Aaron, are you there? Over to you, please. What's the question, please?
Oh, okay. Hi, guys. I didn't know I was the speaker. Good evening, everyone. Yes, I would like to say a big thank you to Jimmy and the rest of the people that went to court in the US yesterday. So my question is not really a question per se; it's more of a recommendation for Labour Party. So I'm just recommending that, apart from the fact that when people want to, because right now the registration process, I'm in Abuja, right? And I registered online. I went to the Labour Party website. I filled the form, but there was no feedback. I know I'm expected to physically go to like a Labour Party office, make payment, etc., and then get the card. But that process can be digitized. You understand? I work in the tech industry, and I know how it is, with when people sign up to do something online and then there's follow-up, receive an email that, oh, Aaron, we saw that you filled the form online. This is the next step. This is the next thing for you to do. I feel like if we have such systems in place, and it's not difficult, there are a lot of tools, there are a lot of softwares that can automate this entire process from when a person goes to the Labour Party website to when they fill the form, follow them from the first point of when they fill the form until they get their card and they become a registered member of the party. I feel like that will help in the angle of mobilization for people to join Labour Party, so as to make the process easy. I know there has to be physical contact. You have to meet the people in your unit or what. I don't understand the terminology, but I still feel like it can be digitalized and made easy, and it's not difficult. There are existing tools and softwares that can make this very easy and seamless for people. So that's just one thing I would like to. It really makes sense if that's put in place. Because personally, I fill the form online. I want to become a registered member of the party, but thinking about the fact that because I work from home, so there's this laziness that comes to working from home. So thinking about the fact that I have to leave home, physically go to the Labour Party office, and I just feel lazy. But if there was a way that once you fill the form on the Labour Party website, and then there's a lead process down that is digitized, I feel like that will really, really help in the mobilization, and it will help the Labour Party to get more and more people like that are registered members, because we have millions of obedience that you cannot count how many of them that are actual members of Labour Party. But it's necessary that obedience. I know it's not all obedience that might want to be members of Labour Party, but the majority of them who are obedient and want to be a part of like the party officially, there has to be a digitized process to make this easy and straightforward. But that's just my own 5 cents. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, Barrister Julius Abure, are you there with us now? Sir, are you there? Still having network issues. Okay. Please, I think we're still having like network glitch. I don't know, having issues with our network. So once it's being rectified, I think we'll be back to address us on all these issues. Okay, I'm hoping that let us hear from
Just a suggestion. I think you can actually do an update on their Twitter app. It's very necessary to help them cut out all these glitches. Also on their phone, it really helps a lot. Maybe an update on the Twitter can also help. It's making their network strong. Most times it's always when you're not updated on Twitter or when your OS is not updated. That can also help us out. That's just my suggestion.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think they are trying to make use of. Hold on, please. I'm still in contact with them. Damn. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's trying to get it fixed. Then hopefully shortly they will soon be done with the whole thing. Then let's see how it goes from there. Folks, how are you doing today? Over to you, please.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me. Well, my name is Foburuku Kowede. I'm from Delta State. I just wanted to ask a question about the polling unit results from the past elections. I've come to understand that there are some people that still have theirs for the presidential election. So I would like to ask if there's a way we can still harness all of them, since this the INEC is refusing to give us what they have. If there's a way we can still harness every single one, that we can still gather up with everyone and still present our own original polling unit copies to the court, if the chairman can let us know if there's a need for that. So some of us that know some people that still have some can go ahead and still harness them, gather up them, and take them back to the right people that are supposed to have them. And also my second question would be youth in every area, what are their strategic ideas and decisions so far to try to reach out to everyone and their executives from the state level to the local government level to the polling unit level to the ward level, if there has been any changes concerning the new ESCOs. Because some of us that worked with the Labour Party recently, we understood that many of the former ESCOs, the chairmen and all that, were very difficult to work with. And since we want this party to, kind of make a difference, we want to see some kind of changes in the executives. We want to see youth bringing ideas in different wise, tech-wise, like the brother just now have just spoken about how they can, in the area of members, I want to see what decisions and what plans do they have concerning that. So that will be all for me for now. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Let the person just send me a message in my team so I can see the person, please. Is it possible?
Okay. When they are doing that, I can still find the computer.
Yes, it's possible. Yeah, okay. All right, thanks. Today of all day. Please, who is Ame? Please request the mic so we can have this conversation as soon as possible, please. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't actually here when you spoke, but I don't know if you asked a question, but if you have any question, please, just 5 minutes. They will soon join us here. Just some Twitter glitch from their own end. Sorry, guys. Please, my apologies. I beg. But I'm not vexed. But they can hear us, but they can't speak. That's the issue. All right. Thank you so much. I might respectfully take some of you down now to listener section. So when everything starts working perfectly well, our fingers will begin to ask your questions. But I'm still I have written down some questions here, like 4 or 5 questions I have here in my note. So when he comes, I will still ask them the questions myself. Or if you have the chance of repeating your question the way you would want to, then that would be nice. Either of them. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Forbes. Let us have just a minute. Let us have everybody try to get Twitter glitch today. What's going on? What is going on? Mr. Ken, are you there? How are you doing today? Hello, Mr. Ken, are you there? questions to ask or any contribution to make, no need of you to request my place. Please. I've said this before. If you don't have any questions to ask or any contribution to make, please, no need of requesting the mic, please. Okay, Peter Obi Lastborn, how are you doing today evening?
My boss, I'm perfect. I'm fine. Good evening, sir. Good evening, my boss, Jimmy. Jimmy, well done. Thank you for all you do. And my Oga, Mr. David, Basha David, my incoming governor, Stephen, Pastor Jacob, and everybody, and my chairman. I greet everybody. So thank you very much for this space we have been anticipating for long. Thank you for putting this in place. All right, very quick. I just want to make my contribution and question. So please, I would love for the chairman to actually look into this, or anybody, so we can talk to the chairman of each of our local governments, like in the grassroots, so that we can try and put offices in some of the let's say the council, some of the ward, and all those LP office. Like if you discover there are some LP place that you won't see them have a particular office, or you won't see, so people are taking us as if we don't have structure or we are not like serious. So I would say let's look into this, and even anyhow the office will be, no matter how small it will be, the grassroots, the villages, local government council, like anywhere we have LP there, I would advise let's try and put, because that is where all this start from, so that we can. And I wanted to contribute on also on the card. Yeah, if it will make very easy, and there's any way can digitize it, and also my brother have also said about it. Okay, lastly, about, I don't know, there's a way we can actually, if this
I want to follow the person. Maybe that's why it's not saying. Can we speak?
Okay, sorry. Peter, hold on. Please, are you guys there now? Hello?
Yes, can we speak now?
Okay, sorry. Peter, yes, we can hear you guys now.
Okay.
Clearly. Okay,
Well, good evening.
How are you?
I want to apologize for the technical hitch. We're struggling and battling to join, but we couldn't really secure joining us. But I'm happy that at last I'm able to join you on this space. I want to appreciate all of you for finding time to be part and parcel of this discourse. I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate all of you, all our party members, all obedient group, and indeed all Nigerians and members of the public for the immense support that we got during the election. I'm doing this because, though I've done it a couple of times, but I feel that since this is the first time I will be appearing on this space, it is of importance for me to appreciate you for the support that you gave to the party and the presidential candidate and all other candidates of the party in the just concluded 2023 election. I want to put on record that for the first time in the history of our country, Labour Party is able to produce a governor today. We have 8 senators. As at the last count, we have 35 House of Rep members. And I speak with you today. We have won 2 other cases in just Plateau. And as we speak today, we have 37 House of Rep members in our kitchen. And then we have several House of Assembly members scattered across the states.
For the first time too in the history of this country, our party was said not to have structure. But in the presidential election, after they have rigged us out left, right, and center, they said we won 12 states. Almighty PDP also won 12 states, and APC won 13 states. This is a very huge achievement, and this achievement wouldn't have been made possible were it not for the support that we got from all of you. And that's why, as national chairman of the party, I want to appreciate all of you for your wonderful support and your commitment to the rebuilding of our country and the struggle to take back our country. I appreciate all of you for your time, for your energy, for a better country and a better Nigeria. I want to really appreciate you for your doggedness, for your commitment, for your contributions, financial, moral, and so on and so forth. I'm indeed very grateful for that support. I want to equally say that in spite of the rigging of the election culminating into the decision of the tribunal, I want to urge that we should not be discouraged. The journey to take back our country is not an easy one. There's no struggle that is easy. But I'm glad and happy that we are taking the right step in the right direction. Nelson Mandela, in his book, A Long Walk to Freedom, said, every step we take moves us closer to our freedom. And so for me, every step we take from now, including the massive support that we got, the voting, even the court decision, all of which is leading us and are all steps towards reclaiming our country, are all steps towards leading us to our freedom. I am therefore appealing to you that we must not be discouraged. We must keep hope alive to be able to continue to wither the storm. Quitters don't win. We must not quit. We have to keep hope alive so that we will be able to fight the cause and win the battle. I have implicit confidence that we can still win the battle. For the court case, we are heading for the Supreme Court. I will continue our campaign, putting all eyes on the judiciary, and we believe that the judiciary eventually will do the right thing. We must keep the momentum, we must keep faith alive, like I said. We have all put our hands on the plow, and definitely would definitely not look back. It is in our collective interest, it is in the interest of the country for us not to quit, for us to continue to maintain this momentum, keep it up, and I'm sure that there will certainly be light at the end of the tunnel. For us in Labour Party, we have put our hands on the plow and will definitely not look back. And therefore, for us, we are ready to continue to provide leadership. We are ready to strengthen the party and then do what we need to do in order to expand the scope of the party. My appeal is that those of us who have not joined the party, I think we should make efforts to formalize registration with the party, and then so that we can all join hands together in unity, in one spirit, to be able to pool our resources, pool our energies together, and have a united front so that we can continue the fight and sustain it, so that we can actually win the battle. For me, we'll continue to expand the party. We'll continue to ensure that the processes of registration will be made more easy. We have worked on an app which will be approved by NEC, and once it is approved, it will be circulated, because we are in view of the National Convention that is coming up next year. We must carry out as a constitutional requirement the registration and revalidation of members. And for us to be able to participate effectively, there must be re-registration by all members. And so we tend to digitalize the process and make registration easy. And so we have developed that app and we are concluding it. And once the National Executive Council approves of it, it will be made available, and registration processes becomes very, very, very easy. And it is my appeal to all of us to take advantage of this registration, join the party, so that we can have a more formidable party and a stronger party that we can all call our own. As opposition political party for now, I must assure you that we are ready to bring government and make government accountable to the people. I can assure you that our voices will be very clear, to be loud and clear on all government policies. We shall make sure that we engage the political space and ensure that political education is sustained. I believe very strongly that it's not only what you do during election that matters. Because political parties in Nigeria has become just a vehicle for conducting and holding elections. But I believe strongly that political parties are even more important with what you do after election. And therefore, for us in Labour Party, we are going to engage the space. I can assure you that we are not going to have a dull moment at all, like you've seen. I'm sure you will agree with me that there is no day that Labour Party is not on the news. One way or the other, we have put the issues of Labour Party on the front burner, and we tend to do more of this engagement all round. So it's our intention to continue to engage on spaces like this, Facebook and all other social media networks, and even the traditional media. We tend to consolidate what we have by embarking on political education, because part of the challenges we have in the country is that a lot of our people are uninformed politically. And so it's therefore our intention to engage our citizens politically and carry out mass mobilization of our people, engage our people, and carry out very serious political education. To this extent, we are going to be having seminars across the state. We are going to be having conferences across the state on varied subject matters. And we are going to engage the space. And I'm sure that there will be serious difference between the opposition that you know and the opposition that we have now. And so I want to appreciate all of you for the massive support and appeal to you that we should not be discouraged. There's no business that you don't have temporary setback. I believe that what has happened to us in the election and in the tribunal is a temporary setback. And I want to believe that we'll move further to see how we can reclaim our mandate, and we shall thereafter reposition the party to be able to engage the space, like I said. And I'm very sure and hopeful that we can have a better country. It's very obvious that the country is not working. They have taken over for like 3 months now, and we can say categorically that there's nothing to show for it. As at when they took over, fuel was still being sold for 187 naira per litre. As we speak today, fuel is selling for almost 600 and something naira per liter in urban areas. In rural areas, it is sold for as much as 1,000 naira. Today, a dollar is being exchanged for close to 1,000 naira as against 600 and something naira. Inflation has increased, there's no doubt about that. Poverty, hunger, and suffering in the land have increased. Poverty is being spread every now and then. The standard of living of our people, no doubt, have deteriorated. And so, without sounding immodest, I must state here categorically that it is only Labour Party and Peter Obi that has the answers, the will, the political will, the determination to change the political narrative in the country. We are the only ones that have the program that would have been able to reset and reload the socio-economic space in Nigeria and reposition the country for effective performance that will be able to improve the living conditions and living standard of our people. And so, having said all of this, let me conclude by appreciating all of you for finding time to join us on this space. I must assure you that I'm going to be regular now on several spaces like this, where we can engage ourselves, bond together, firm up together, and make you part and parcel of the leadership of the party. I want to pause and
Alexa,
get feedback.
I'm done with the reminder.
Comments, get advice, and then be able to answer some questions from you. I want to appreciate all of you for joining this space. Thank you and God bless you.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. That's the Honorable Chairman of the Labour Party, Julius Abure. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you, sir. Very lovely to have you around. My name is Jimmy. The host is Mr. Imperfect. Changed his name to ex-Semiranian. Welcome, everybody, to this special segment of engagement with the Labour Party Chairman, Julius Abure. Thank you for coming, sir. God bless you. You're highly appreciated as well. Obedient are here. Non-obedient are here as well. Well-meaning Nigerians are here. They've got a couple of questions and tables of concerns to put in front of you. So I would like to quickly ask before we proceed, so we can know how to shape this space. How long do you have to spare with us, sir, so I can figure out the timing on giving each speaker to speak, so we can wrap things up really quickly and fast, so we can move on. We know you're a busy person, so we don't want to waste your time now. How long do you think you can give us to be on the space? How many minutes can you give us? How many hours can you give us so I can shape up the space in that direction, sir? Are you there, sir? Can you give us how many hours can you give us so I can shape up the space in that direction, sir?
Well, I'll be able to spare another 30 minutes.
Only.
Are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here.
Wow. How many hours can you give us so I can shape up the space in that direction, sir?
Yes, I'll be able to.
Okay, I'm getting a feedback late. I think you have a couple of devices streaming on the space at the same time. But I think I heard you right. 30 minutes. Wow. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. We have a lot of people here to ask questions, about 17 requests so far, and a lot of people are still coming. But we'll see how fast we can go with this. So that means each person is entitled to 1 minute each. So that means we have 30 questions. So guys, please there is no, debating on the questions. If you can wrap up your questions to just one question, so it's going to be one question per person, so that way we can reach as many people as possible, so he can answer those questions. And be mindful when the first person asks the questions, be mindful of those questions, because you don't want to come up and ask the same question. So listen to what people are asking, and if it's what you're about to ask, you can change your question, or if you don't have any other question, you can just easily drop. That way we have more people to ask that question. Okay, so let's do it that way. And moving forward, all right, I'll go according to the way the algorithm shows it. I have Mr. Jones, Mr. David. Do we have any female up here at all? There is no ladies ahead. None.
No.
Let's do it that way. None. All right, so Mr. Jones goes first, 1 minute question. Mr. David goes afterwards. Imperfect, you want to say something?
Yeah. Let's go that way. Mr. Jones, then David, then go to Obinna, then.
All right. All right. So, guys, please, I'm gonna be very strict with the timing, just because we want to make sure we get as many people as possible. So, 1 minute per person. Thank you so much, Mr. Jones. How you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing great, sir. All protocols observed. Mr. Chairman, we appreciate.
Sorry, before you go real quick. Sorry, Mr. Jones. Before you go real quick, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask: would you like to answer each questions, or you like to get like a couple of questions and you answer them at once, so we know how to speed things up? Mr. Chairman, are you there? Okay, I don't think it's there. All right, Mr. Jones, go ahead. But I mean, then again, if it's not there, I'm not sure if he's gonna listen to Mr. Jones's question. Mr. Chairman, are you with
us? Yes, I'm with you.
Yes.
Okay. So I was asking, do you prefer?
Yes, I would like to take 5 questions.
Five questions. Beautiful. All right, beautiful. All right, Mr. Jones, go ahead now, quickly.
All protocols observed. Chairman, I appreciate you. You've summarized membership. You'll find out that even in your website currently, there's no provision for those who are in diaspora, because I tried to register a while ago. So let's hope the app you're talking about will address that. But the real question I have is this. We have been watching elections in Imo State. National Assembly, State Assembly. We have seen how APC has been reaching its way all the way. How does Labour Party want to address this issue, since Hope Uzodinma, who is current governor per se, is still on the ballot, and having known how much he risks, how are we going to counter him in Imo State governorship election in November? I yield, sir.
All right, thank you very much. So the question is how to tackle Hope Uzodinma. Okay, cool. Mr. David, real quick, go ahead with your question. Thank you.
Mr. David, are you there? Mr. David, are you there? No. Okay, I'm open. Are you there? Let's make it snapping.
Yeah, I'm here.
Over to you, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The privilege having you. Thank you for display of character and competence during the election. Please, I want to talk about grassroots. Me, particularly from Ebonyi State, I handled my ward. I also was my ward chairman during the election. What are we doing currently to galvanize the support that we had during the election? People are actually swaying away, So I want to ask, what is our plan in bringing out the whole support that we had? My state is actually lacking. In fact, the party there, the Labour Party there, is actually in disarray. I can't say for now. Now, on the fan base, I talked about earlier, fan base of Labour Party. Please, what are we doing to sustain the momentum, especially on social media? The chairman, I have not seen your handle actually. I would love you have your own handle. And if you're going to be having this thing frequently, you also need to get frequent with the use of this app and how we can also interact with us. We also need that. We also want to extend that to the vice presidential candidate, which is Dr. Ahmed. That please, we need all these things to be inculcated, please. We also want you actively here, so we can actually respond to many things and also hear people and also hear us out. Thank you very much.
Right, Mr. Obina, is that a question or suggestion?
The question I was asking is, what are they going to build? What is Labour Party doing to build on the support they had during the election? Like I stated my state, Ebonyi State.
Which state?
Ebonyi State.
Ebonyi State.
So,
okay, so let me rephrase that question. How to galvanize support for Ebonyi State on the grassroots level, right?
Because literally we saw people from different parties, PDPs and APC join because of Obi, and we were looking for a way to hold that momentum with them, But after the election, it seems people are just returning back. I'm trying to reach out to people at home, but just trying to return back to their base, So we need to keep that momentum. I don't know for other states, but I'm speaking for Ebonyi State specifically.
All right. Thank you. I got that. Thank you so much, Mr. Obinna. Right. The next person should be Peter Obi last son. Real quick, what's your question?
All right, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for the opportunity. It's a privilege to be here. I must say, my my energy percent was 5%, but hearing you speak, it just boosts my energy percent to 100%. So thank you, and would love to have this often. Okay, very quick. My question is, for the previous election, okay, I'm Gabriel from Cross River State. For the previous election we had in Cross River State, in my locality, actually, I was doing a polling agent work in about 2 polling units because there was no Labour Party agent there, and I believe we have much cases like that in others locality and others constituent and others ward. So, and also in some wards we don't have Labour Party offices. So I don't know what are the measures that the Labour Party are putting in place so that this will not repeat itself again, so that these people will not see the party as a weak party. I don't know the measures people are putting to raise offices in all the constituents, in all this world, and all around the country. So I don't have much time to ask more questions. So thank you very much for coming. Really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. So your question is how to have more office around the country. Okay, that is straightforward. Around the country. All right. So let's have Tobias have a question real quick. 1 minute, brother. Dr. Barry, are you there? All right, now it's not. Okay, can we? Oh, Mr. Taiwo, are you there? 1 minute, real quick.
Yeah. Thank you very much, the chairman, for updating us on how we fared during the last election, with many people elected. Now, obedience came out to lay down their lives in order to protect what we believe in. We have our brothers and sisters elected into various positions. How are you going to assure that they are held accountable in representing us? Because this is our collective investment. We want to be assured that there is a mechanism for holding them accountable for how they operate, both at the national and the state level. Do you have a mechanism like that in place? Thank you.
Beautiful. Hold LP officials, elected officials from LP, how to hold them accountable. Thank you very much for that question. All right, let's have the last one before we move to the next person. Uncle Zeke, are you there?
All the questions?
I get you. Okay. Mr. Chairman, you wanted to say something. Uncle Zeke, hang on a minute.
Yes, I've listened.
Mr. Chairman, you wanted to say something.
I've listened to all the questions, and
okay, we'll have one more to make it 5. We have one more to make it 5, then you can take it from there.
So, can I go on to answer the questions?
We have 4 now. I want to the 5 so we can proceed.
Okay,
okay, all right.
Okay, go on, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, as per how do we protect the vote in Imo State, I must say clearly that is our collective responsibility to protect our votes. Democracy is for the people, by the people, and for the people. The people is key to every democratic process. We expect that the Imo State people should be able to team up with the party, team up as supporters and those who have casted their votes to be able to defend those votes. I'm sure that if we are all very proactive and we are determined as a people to defend our votes, I'm sure those who may want to come and rig are very, very few. And so my take is that for us as a party, we are going to commence very serious mobilization of the people and emphasize the need for them to come out en masse to defend those votes. This is not the first time we'll be seeing governments that will want to rig election. But if the people are determined for their votes not to be stolen and taken away, I'm sure that they will be able to defend their votes. We have a couple of places where people have shown very strongly that few individuals in government cannot defeat the wishes and aspirations of the people. So the people must play their role and massively come out, vote. After voting, they must stand and defend those votes from the polling units to the coalition centers and make sure that those who they have voted for are the ones that is declared. For us as a party, we'll continue to engage the system to ensure that security agencies play their role to the people. We are going to ensure that issues of security are brought to the front burner as we move towards the Imo State election. You can see that our party have been a victim or subject of attack in Imo State. Immediately we concluded, in fact, before we flag off our campaign, our party office was under serious attack. After the flag off in Imo State, our party again was attacked. Just recently, I think yesterday, the party again, our party secretariat again was under attack. We have made representations to the government, to the police, and to all other security agencies, and we have brought INEC attention to this. I'm very sure that as we move towards the election, security situation may improve in Imo State. So will we continue to sustain that agitation? Will we continue to bring government attention to the issues of security in Imo State? You recall that it is the responsibility of government to protect lives and properties. It is the responsibility of the commander-in-chief to ensure security of lives and property in those states. But like I said, the people too need to play their role by coming out en masse to vote and also defend their votes. If we all come out en masse and occupy the streets after voting, and when they see that even with this gunshot, that people will remain resilient, I'm sure that they will keep their guns and will be able to defend our vote. So the people have their role to play. As a party, we equally have our role to play. And I want to assure you that we'll continue to play that role and ensure that government do the right thing. We ensure that government agencies, police, and all other agencies who have the responsibility to protect life and property are alive to their responsibility. The second question is how do we galvanize support and sustain our momentum? I think I've already spoken along this line that there is need for us as a people, as a party, to be able to sustain this momentum. And that's why I appeal to all obedient not to be discouraged in spite of the shortfalls or the little challenges that we have had. You must keep hope alive first. You must keep your interest first. Believing first and foremost that there is no struggle that is easy, and that what we have so far is a temporary setback which with resilience, with commitment, and with sustained effort, we will be able to achieve the set goal. And therefore, but for us as a party, we tend to sustain this momentum by strengthening the party, make it more visible. We are going to create forum avenues for us to interface more with the people and mobilize the people. That's why I said that we are going to have constant seminars, conferences, and we are going to ensure that we raise the consciousness, the political consciousness of our people. We are going to engage our people more often. I can assure you that on this space, I will be available most of the time to engage you on this space. My coming up on this space and several other handles and several other social media platforms will be very, very constant. I want to assure you that I will be very, very committed to this because we cannot help but constantly be in touch with our people in order to sustain this momentum. It is my intention to use this momentum to grow the party, to further establish the party, and to make sure that we are strong to take over the country in 2027 solidly. The pitfall that we have in the 2023 general election, I can assure you that if we're able to sustain this tempo from now till 2027, we will come out stronger and will have a better result. Part of the challenges we have with the just concluded election is that we had only 4 months or 5-6 months to prepare for the general election. And you will agree with me that we did marvelously well. We even won the election.
Have one more to make it 5. We have one more to make it 5, then you can take it from there.
So, can I go on to answer the questions?
We have one now. So we can proceed. Okay, all right.
Okay, go on, sir.
Yes. Well, as per how do we protect the vote in Imo State, I must say clearly that is our collective responsibility. Had some issues with it, but we are fine-tuning it, and it will be made available within the next 24 or 48 hours, and it will be all over the place. And I want to assure you that there will be prompt response to issues, and I will urge that you also follow me on my Twitter handle as soon as it is available. Somebody talked about Cross River State and the need to have offices in our local government and wards. Yes, it is a major requirement that we need, but you know that this involves huge financial commitment to be able to have offices in all the local government in Nigeria and all the wards is huge resources. But I'm happy that the party is stabilizing. At least we have some elected officers. People are joining the party the more. And I'm sure that when we perfect the mobile ship, the mobile registration app, and we are able to also source for funding for the party, we'll be able to establish more offices and we'll be able to reach out more to the people. I know that much is expected of us, but that, like I said, for a political party who came to the limelight within 6 months and is able to perform so marvelously well, I'm not used to singing my praises, but I just needed to put this on record. That for us to be able to achieve what we achieved, winning a presidential election and all the feat we have achieved within 6 months is a monumental achievement. I can assure you that now that we have more time of planning,